Welcome to Stop the Madness. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Stop the Madness. I'm your host, The Kid Plot. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Of course, I'm here with my co-host, Isaac Cotto.
In the building, 3K. We're getting close.
Get us back to 3K. We at like 25.9, 2,590. So help us get to 3K. Before we get started, make sure you guys like the video, share the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel and help us get there. We also have a special guest in the building.
That's right.
Who we got in the building?
Yeah.
We got my brother.
Dominican John Wick.
Oh, the Dominican Juan Wick. Call me Juan Wick.
We got my brother Walter coming straight from Jersey.
Yes,
Came
sir.
to Atlanta to join us tonight. We appreciate it. Cotto, you
Hey,
gonna kick us
before
off?
let your brother give a little shout out, like, you know, what's your socials? You like what you do? Like I say you're a trained killer, but
Hey.
like give a little
Kick
information.
us train killer.
Ooh.
Listen, I'll tell you what. You can follow me on Instagram, Walter the Truth, Grimtac, GRMTAC.
Like on your hat.
Green, just like my hat. You see my hat right there? Right there.
There you go.
Green Monster Tactical, a.k.a. Juan Wick. That's what they call me on the streets. You better look out. If you need to get certified for your CCW in New Jersey, come see me. I got
For
you.
those
Let's go.
those that don't know, what the hell is a CCW?
Concealed carry permit for
Okay,
New
got it.
Jersey. Yeah, that's what it means. So there you go.
This man
Come
saying
see me.
CCW like everybody know what the hell that means.
Just on a more serious, a quick question. So you're an firearms instructor, correct?
I'm a firearms instructor.
you train everything related to self-defense with a firearm.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Do you train females in particular as far as self-defense?
Good question. Yes, I train females. I train everybody. Females, yes. I think females are the best learners, man. Females learn this gun stuff. They learn it fast, bro.
Awesome. Do
They
you offer any group training, private classes? What does that look
Yes,
like for you?
we offer group training. We offer a lot of different types of training because we offer it within Grimtech. We offer a lot of we have courses like home defense, small group operations.
Okay. If you know, because you know we roll in affluent circles here at Stop the Madness. If we had a private client that says, I would like you to come down for a weekend and give me private sessions
Yes.
one-on-one, is that something you're available
Yes,
for?
it is something I'm definitely available for. But I'll tell you what, outside of a private as a firearms instructor, I specialize in executive protection. I've been doing that for a few years.
Look at that. Okay.
So I've guarded Kennedy, I've guarded royal family from the Middle East. So yeah, I've been around the block guarding a lot of
And
people.
there's plenty here in Atlanta.
Oh.
that there's plenty of protection services needed. So there you go. That's why I wanted that. I'm sorry to interrupt, but you know, you do a lot more than just showing how to load and.
Oh,
shoot
I
a
know
gun.
how to use it.
So
And yeah, a lot of tactics involved.
Awesome.
Yeah, we do a lot of that.
Awesome.
Let's go.
That's good stuff. All right, so we reacting to Uncle Donnie.
Uncle Donnie.
Here we go. Let's do
Oh
it.
boy.
Canada and the United States, that would really be something. You get rid of that artificially drawn line and you take a look at what that looks like, and it would also be much better for national security. Why are we supporting a country 200 billion plus a year? Our military is at their disposal. All of these other things, they should be a state.
What
Bro.
do you think?
Like,
Bro.
I hate to say it. God, I agree with that nigga. I hate to say it, but that is the most common sense point of view when it comes to how the United States is cutting checks for fucking everybody,
Yes.
and we don't get nothing in return.
It sounds reckless, but he's making a ton of sense, bro. Like, it sounds reckless if you want to criticize it, but what he's saying is facts.
Okay, so talk about it.
I mean, you spending all that money defending another country, they may as well be a state, bro. Why are we going into a deficit over them? We may as well own them.
I think when, of course, you're not talking about, I don't think the United States is going to invade Canada and take it over. But his point is basically, again, we're cutting these checks for you. You have our military. What benefit are we getting from you? What?
Yeah.
And apparently he's just taking notice on a very basic, I would say top level, where it's like, hey, this is what we pay for Canada. This is what Canada gives us. And he looks at the numbers and says, what the fuck what are we doing?
Right.
Which is a common sense approach and is a non-political approach. Is literally the essence of a businessman looking at numbers and saying, wait a minute, we're paying this, we're doing this. What's the benefit for us?
But you know what sucks is that all the people that just genuinely hate Trump, because there's a ton of people that hate Trump. 70-something million people probably hate Trump, right? Out of this election cycle. Unfortunately, all those people are going to say, who does Trump think he is?
Dictator.
Like, what are you trying to do?
Oh, yeah.
Dictator.
How he going to make Canada ain't trying to be part of the U.S. How you going to, like, they don't give even if it sounds like a common sense situation, like what we just discussed, they're not going to agree to it, because when you have genuine hate, forget dislike, when you have genuine hate for somebody, there's absolutely nothing he can do. He can literally have a whole plan for African Americans that will make their life better, give them free, whatever. He can do whatever, anything for them. And because they hate Trump, they're going to find a reason to criticize it and to say, nah, he's only doing that because he wants to look good.
Right.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. Which is sad. It's sad, bro.
But there's an example of that right now, because he invited a marching band from a black college, and they're criticizing the college, telling them not to go perform for his inauguration. So, I mean, you think about that, and what you're saying is so true.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what he does. They're gonna if you hate him, you hate him.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Which is sad.
That's a sad state of being.
It's kind of the political status status quo. Yeah, it doesn't matter who's in office. It could have been anybody, and it would be the same response. Because that's the way politics works in the United States. Like, it literally, there's very few and far between scenarios where there's a consensus as far as, like, you know what, that actually makes sense for everybody. That never happens. That never happens. I was in Puerto Rico, and I had my daughter with me. She's 19 months, and I got her stroller, and lo and behold, who walks past me? It's AOC with her boy.
Oh, I saw the picture. Yeah.
Walks past me, and I saw her, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's AOC."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I could either keep going with the stroller or turn around and actually approach her. So I turn around, I approach her, and she was the most sweetest. Like you know, I say that I'll tell anybody this. She's a Puerto Rican girl that came from a tough situation, bartender. Her dad died when she was very young. She went to amazing college. She did and she got selected, and she's in the upper levels of the political world right now and spectrum. Regardless if I disagree with 99% of her position, I respect her hustle. Like, she's fucking in levels that there's not a lot of people in this world come. But no matter what you can say to her, she is going to be far, far left.
Yeah.
No matter what.
No matter what.
That's my whole point. It's like, hey, I think you're amazing what you did, but it sucks because there's nothing in her mind that'll get her to think any other way than what she does right now, which is sad.
Yep, that's 100% accurate. And that's, you know, at the end of the day, you know, people are going to be who they are. That, you know, they could be nice, they could be cool, but at the end of the day, their political views are their political views. And there's very rarely are you able to. It's just like, that's why I said politics is like religion. Like, whatever your view is, religion wise, it's very hard
to get anybody to change it.
It's very hard to switch out of it. And the same thing with politics. You can literally show the evidence. He could be like, here it is. No way.
Nope.
How
do I know it wasn't tampered with?
Exactly.
Yep.
It wasn't tampered, contaminated. Is that an AI? Yeah.
Is that an AI?
And guess what? And this is true on this side too. Mm-hmm. The Trump supporters, the people that love Trump, it's the same thing. You can literally show them Trump did this. Nah, that's a setup. They're not gonna believe it. Which is sad.
I can give respect a Trump supporter that says, "Look, he says some stupid shit, and he should like at least like recognize
he says some
that
dumb
I can have a conversation with you. But if you act like there's nothing this dude does wrong, like it's not gonna work for me."
He always saying some dumb shit.
That
nigga just talk. He just talking now.
Yes,
he just talking.
He's just talking.
Because there's times he just talking like some of the stuff he's saying now, talking about the Panama Canal and he's just talking, bro.
Yeah, like there's been times where I've said, "Yo, what the hell?" Like Trump is really bugging with this commentary. Like he can't help himself with certain things that he says. It almost seems like he's trolling on purpose. It really does seem that way. I don't think he can help himself.
I personally, I always said Vivek Ramaswamy has the same positions, but the way he's able to articulate and deliver a reason-based approach of why this is what he wants to do, bro. Sorry, yes, like okay, yes, I agree with you. Like, it's like, oh shit, that makes sense. Versus starting out of like they're killing us. They're bringing all the drug dealers.
Like, why would you say that?
You missed the fucking point. Right. Like, he says the stupid race related issue. Like he does not recognize he's an old rich white guy. And he says these comments is like, bro, do you not understand how you sound? It's just that's the part that would kill me. This election cycle, credit to him, he didn't do any of that stuff.
He's the political Howard Stern. That's what it is. He's the political Howard Stern.
That's 100% correct.
He gonna say what he want to say. Shock value.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately.
All right, let me ask you a question. So,
man, that's how
you guys are really Trump supporters. Plot have been like working me for the last year and a half.
He been prodding
me along. What is a comment or something related to Trump that you absolutely disagree with? Because the man cannot be perfect. What is something like, hey, he messed up here. I don't agree with what he did here, or I don't agree with his stance, or whatever. Like, what is the scenario?
That's a tough question.
Here we go.
You know why? I'm gonna tell you why.
He craps roses, and there's nothing he can do wrong.
I'm gonna tell you why I say it's a tough question. Because for me, I'm only, as far as a president, in my view, 90% of what they say they can't do. So I'm only in it for a couple of things that I know he probably can do. So like when he said, I'm gonna 50-state reciprocity carry permits. I'm like, you know what? He could probably do that if he wants to. And what did he do? All of a sudden, we got carry permits in Jersey. So, yeah, I'm voting for Trump, someone like him forever, because he got me. If not for him, I wouldn't be carrying a gun in Jersey. There be no Second Amendment in Jersey.
How did Trump affect gun permit rights in Jersey. On a state level?
I'm going to tell you how, on a state level. The Supreme Court justices that he appointed, when New York State sued when the New York State Pistol and Rifle Association sued New York for their requirement, they used in New York, New Jersey, California, you had to have a special need
to carry. Okay.
You own security guards, things like that, and the average person couldn't carry. So when they sued, New York State shot it down, court system, but they took it all the way to the Supreme Court.
And they said
those judges that he appointed were the ones that made the difference.
Okay, so once New Jersey saw that, they said, "Oh, let's go ahead and change it."
They had to drop it.
Okay, the Supreme Court. Decision. The Supreme Court already said.
The Bruin decision blanketed the entire country.
Got it. Okay, perfect sense. That was a quick lesson in law.
Easy.
But that was due to Trump and hiring or picking the judges.
The Trump effect, what we call the Trump effect.
Okay. But again, the question was.
What I disagree with,
yes.
I'm not sure. I haven't, because I don't.
A comment, something he said, like anything where you're like, man, this guy, like, what the F are you doing? Like,
I would love to say I wish he were more polished, but I enjoy that shit. I enjoy
Okay.
He be
All right.
trolling hard.
For a second, I thought we could like be real, like you know what I mean, like he my boy, but he fucked up here and
He
there.
be
It's like,
trolling hard.
no, he's
I
like
enjoy it.
the guy's
I
perfect.
get a kick out of it. No, he's not perfect.
All right,
But I get a kick
we
out
can't
of
get
it.
one.
Jamil,
One.
help me out, Plot. Help me out.
I mean, I agree.
Bro,
like
that dude, if he would see you with a t-shirt and jeans talking Spanish and didn't know, like he would try to send your ass back to the Dominican Republic as fast as he could sneeze, and he would have your family fighting in court trying to get you out of fucking immigration custody, and he would not give a shit.
He probably wouldn't.
You know what I mean?
He
It's like
I don't know.
what? No, what? No,
I don't know them. Get him out of here.
Let's send him out of here.
Get him out of here.
He's like half the Bronx is gonna have to run away. The fucking Dominicans took over the Bronx. They all gotta get ready to run.
He plays hardball. I mean, I don't.
Like literally, I don't know the exact circumstances, but hey, if there was something off, your family would not even be here if it was up to Trump.
I have no.
Well,
idea.
I'm gonna just tell you.
I don't
know.
But that's what I'm saying.
So
you think he has there's nothing? He's never done anything that.
Well, let me
say like.
Well, I'm gonna give you.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna give you my response. So
Okay.
I think with Trump, obviously the most obvious thing about him is he's very, very off the wall with a lot of his commentary. So he'll say things that he actually believes, that he genuinely believes, and he'll know that it'll piss a lot of people off, and he'll say it anyway. So a lot of times the things that he will say that are not presidential at all, and he doesn't care, and he'll say it anyway, even though he knows, if I say this is not going to come off very presidential, but I don't give a shit. I'm going to say it anyway. So that's what I don't like. I don't like that he says a lot of things that are not presidential about anything, right?
He doesn't present well.
He doesn't present his opinion about certain topics very well. He'll literally shut down anybody that's talking shit, which is fine. I mean, listen, you want to do that? Cool. But it comes off as, come on, man, you're supposed to be a leader.
You're fake.
Why are you sitting here telling people, sit down, shut your mouth? Like, why are you talking to people like that?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Fake news.
Like, why would you talk to people like I would talk to people? I hate
whenever he talks to a reporter, he's like, and you do a horrible job. He's just like, they're like two questions in. It's like, you ask me horrible questions.
Right. He'll talk to a person. You're such a nasty person.
Yeah.
Like that's stuff that you don't expect.
Two questions in, and you're like, you're so nasty. Like, you ask me these questions. It was like the normal question.
Like, you guys are the worst. You guys are the worst journalists that I've ever seen.
Yes. Yeah.
These are things that you don't expect. You wouldn't hear Obama say.
That's what I get a kick out of.
That's a perfect example.
I get a kick out of
Vance,
that, though.
can you just grab one from the fridge?
I get a kick out of that, though, because he
Vance
trolls everybody.
Yeah. JD says the same thing, but it's how he presents it. It sounds like, you know what? That actually kind of makes some sense.
I'm so tired of politically correct people. So when Trump goes off the cuff and just start going off, I mean, man, whatever.
Yeah, it's funny.
Go for it.
Well, we actually need to react to.
We got another video.
Oh, here we go.
Trump. Here we go. Talking about that same scenario.
Let's go.
Canada and the United States.
Pause it.
That would really be something.
Let's see the next one on the bottom.
Just by the time he is in office.
If they're not back by the time I get into office, all hell will break out in the Middle East. Can you elaborate? And it will not be good for Hamas, and it will not be good, frankly, for anyone. All hell will break out. I don't have to say anymore, but that's what it is. And they should have given them back a long time. They should have never taken them. Yeah. There should have never been the attack of October 7th. People forget that.
He has held a press conference at his Mar-a-Lago.
That is a clear fucking message.
Damn.
See, that's something right there. Very simple. And when it comes from the president of the United States, it's gonna be bad for fucking everybody. Like, just be ready, and it's really gonna be bad for
everybody.
I believe it.
Like, it's like, oh shit.
But
okay,
Trump will follow through with that, though.
That's the fear. Like, actually,
ask General Soleimani. Sorry, he's dead.
That's actually, he's like,
caught a
yeah,
missile.
I'm gonna do that. Like, I talk Benny, I say, hey, shut the fuck up. We coming in here. We're gonna handle this shit right now.
Listen, ask Iran how he handled General Soleimani when he made a red when Trump drew that red line and they violated that. He ain't sent a single troop. He sent the missile strike. Boom! I took out your 4-star general. What's up?
Would you say he was gonna build the?
He gonna turn Iran into a desert golf course. He gonna make a resort. You know what? Oh, y'all ain't release him? Yo, I want Trump Towers over there. Boom! We're gonna build Trump Towers over there with a whole 17 holes and everything, bro. You're gonna have a Trump resort.
That position, it feels like it's legit. He's like, I don't have to say anything more. Like, that's facts. They're not returned by the time I'm in office. For Hamas, for everybody involved, it's gonna be horrible. So that makes Israel say
they thinking about it.
They're gonna think about it, and Hamas gonna be like, oh shit, we need to think about it too.
Everybody.
It's like you saw what happened in Iraq. Do you want that for the next 10 years?
And that's the difference between Trump and Biden, or Trump and Kamala, is that these folks, when they hear Trump say that, they are like, yo, this dude is capable
because he's not a political animal.
Exactly.
He's not a child of the politic game.
He's not establishment.
Yeah,
And let me say something else. He's not a warmonger, because people try to make him out to be a warmonger. And even though we agree he'll follow through, because yes, he took out General Soleimani, but what'd he do? He sent out one missile drone strike, took out his. He didn't start a war. He made a point. He drew a red line. They didn't follow through. So he sent a missile strike, took out their general, made a point. No soldiers died except for that general. So what we're saying is he will follow through with his threat without starting a whole war. In what way, we don't know, but he'll follow through. Ask them guys he had the meeting with, and he gave him a picture of their town. He said, here. And that
it's scary, because I think for the voting public, that no one wants feet on the ground in any war zone, but he could send drones and battleships and aircraft carriers all day and just carpet the entire country, and not one or U.S. soldier be killed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it'd be no big deal. Yep. And I don't think the American public will go crazy because the main topic is going to be no feet on the ground.
Yep.
And if he does that, shit,
I think he'll follow through.
He'll follow through.
At least these people are. He gonna follow through. He gonna do something.
All right. Well, we'll wrap it up with that. Hey, if you agree, disagree, is Trump crazy or he actually makes sense? Let us know. Comment below, and we see y'all soon. Peace.
Peace.